Good morning. Sorry. Forgot to click into the camera before I hit the stream open. Give me some feedback here. Hold on. I'm going to exit out for a second and I'll come right back in. Okay, for some reason I'm in here twice and it's giving me feedback. See if that stops it. Hold on. I don't know why I'm... Okay, I'm going to have to figure out what's going on because I'm getting this really weird pinging feedback. I've got myself posted in this video twice for some reason, and I don't know how that happened. So I'm gonna refresh my screen really quick. So I'm gonna disappear. I will be right back because I can't do this with the feedback. Can you hear me now? And thank you, Snowwell. Good morning, everybody. I'm having a Mercury day, obviously. I have a lot of Mercury in my chart, and Mercury is running through my houses right now, which messes up my electronics. So I apologize for that. Had two windows open. I don't know how the second window got open, but I had myself in two live streams at one time. And so when I entered the wrong window, it threw me back in as a second person. I was getting all that feedback. So I'm sorry about the feedback. I don't know if it was piercing on your side, but it definitely was on mine. But got that fixed. Dean won't be joining me this morning. I called him. I forgot I talked to him last night. And he is doing some volunteer work in his community. And he's doing that today, so he will be tied up for a while. We are talking about doing an afternoon program. We want to see how his day went. And if he's not too exhausted from working out there in the community, we're going to try to come on this afternoon together. So if we do that, we'll probably do that on Dean's channel. So just a heads up there. We'll be working for it. I'm taking questions right now. I'm open. I'm going to take the first 10 questions. We have time, I can pull 2 more in, but that's my limit. That puts me around an hour to 2 hours, depending on how jabbery I am. Excuse me. I did want to bring up some politics this morning before we started on the better step of the spiritual energy. And I've been following Garland's subpoenas and search warrants and stuff, and following that energy around. It's amazing the twists and turns that Trump has taken since he was served. He did not publicize anything, as we all know. Didn't show what the document said. Didn't even put out the inventory list once he received it. Of course, I don't think he wanted the public to know what they found in his place. But Garland did go to the judge and had that information released. What they didn't release was the affidavits that supported the request of the subpoena. That's still sealed, and that will most likely remain sealed until any charges are filed and that information is shared with his attorneys. Chances are we won't be privy to that unless it goes to court and those topics are either motions are filed against him and whatnot. It's just sort of the way our judicial system works. But it doesn't matter if we're privy to every single word on that document. What does matter is that inventory list that they had that came out. There wasn't only just ordinary top secret documents that numerous people had access to, but he had documents, top secret documents that were filed for secure rooms where you could not remove them from a secured facility that he had actually taken in. When I had asked my guides and I meditated on this, did he erroneously release some of this information out there to other nations? I'm hearing yes. But I think the FBI investigators are on that. One of the things I was getting a hit on of being released was access codes to our nuclear arms and stuff, but that my guides ensure me not to worry about that because those things are changed. What makes it extremely dangerous is what he released to them also opens the door for them to be able to attempt to hack into it further. So my guides are telling me our government's on top of that now. They're making changes to the system. So it's functioning a little different, the way that the accessing through those computer systems, and that's an issue that very high level IT will be addressing and monitoring very, very closely. He had some very, very serious information. Now Trump's on this big misinformation campaign process right now. And when I heard Garland come out and announce that he was requesting these be released to the public, I went, wow, what a genius thing to do. My guides told me immediately Garland was doing this not because he wanted to dump that out in the public, because he would rather keep everything as close to his vest as possible. But he needed to recapture the narrative, because Trump's reaction to this was to start doing an extremely negative narrative on it. And he spun it out of control to the point that he had one of his crazy followers kill an FBI man. And they've got to nip that in the ass real quick, because Garland, last thing he wants to do is put his officers, his investigators, his FBI, his CIA, those departments in jeopardy. And they need to nip that in the ass. And the only way he's going to get that a little more under control is to take control of the narrative. The fastest way for Garland to take control of the narrative is not to come out and come to the mic and say, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Is to release the basic information to the public, both the subpoena for the search warrant and then the inventory list showing what documents were taken. That takes that power out of Trump. It's hard for Trump to sit there and spin. Oh, they're making it up. Now he's going there. Oh, they planted it all. Come on. We didn't all fall off turnip truck yesterday. The FBI did not plant this information. The FBI went to retrieve it. They had a very specific list. What they found in the inventory of that were documents they knew that were missing, information that was provided probably from the archivist saying, well, he's turned in some documents, but there's still stuff missing, the missing pages in between. I think they've done a lot of investigative work of certain types of documents within the White House that should have been very secure and very top secret. I think they've gone through and looked at, are there things that should be here that are not here now? Because these are one copy files that are kept. These aren't duplicates that are spread everywhere. These are files that you go into a secured area to look at. They know who's seen them. They know who's been in, who's requested the information, who's looked at them, and who's returned them. So if something was slipped out of that area, they're going to know who touched it last, because they keep very, very, very strict documentation on who touches it, who sees it, when, where, what, why. So I think that some of that process that they're building the case, I know he's got several GOPs out there singing one song, news media singing another, conspiracy theories going on and around it. I thought my husband was coming in to ask me something, and whatnot. So we need to not worry about this, as I've been telling everybody right along. Garland has been hard at work. He is keeping everything close to his vest. We need to trust that people have been brought to this earth. Their life path is to work in this process and fill their life path. And this is the duties, and Garland's one of them, one of many that have been put in place as their life path to work through this energy. Sitting around worrying about this, waiting for the sky to fall, or putting our energy out there. He just needs to go in jail. Let's string him up to the nearest tree. We need to stay in positive light, positive energy. Trust that our legal system that it works the best it possibly can to follow through with appropriate actions to be taken. We may not agree that they're stiff enough, but that's not us to judge. That's for that process to go through. And then we need to allow that to happen. There's karma debt all over this. I mean, everything Trump has touched is got karma related to it. How spirit and our judges here on earth, and how spirit deals with karma, and how karmic debt is supposed to be paid or addressed. That's up to that above us. It's not us to judge. It's not us to put that energy out there. We can just pray that the safety of our nation and our people are going to be taken care of, and pray that gives the strength to those that are dealing with all this energy. They stand up to the plate and do the best possible job, and are given the energy and the light to follow the truth in the path and be able to prosecute and move forward. Um, that's the best I can say about it. Try not to dwell in negative energy. You don't want to send negative energy out in that universe. I mean, even I'm guilty of he needs to be locked up, etc. But it's not me to make that decision. Now, if it was a vote, I'd be out there voting. But it's not my vote either. It's something that needs to be done through our judicial system, and we need to allow that to happen as much as like so. Anyways, I think that there's a handful of GOPs that are standing by his side, screeching at the mics, supporting him, playing into the rhetoric and stuff. I think those men take a look at them, who they are. Those men are really afraid right now because they wonder what Trump had on them that was in that safe. I also feel like when I asked my guys, was there information on the January 6th incidences in there? Yes, they've got proof that he had knowledge for him. There's paperwork in there that they have found in his possession that lays out everything Eastman was doing, everything Giuliani was doing. He's got documents to support. He's got knowledge and has had knowledge. That's all in there. There's also information that we haven't even thought of that in regards to how he has obstructed justice during the Mueller investigation, interactions with people that were being interviewed and things like that. There are documentations in there that's going to support his involvement with threats and or diverting the ability to justice to move forward to cause roadblocks. And there's that kind of evidential stuff. There is so many layers to what he has. I mean, they took 20 boxes. Now we're talking banker boxes. You can put a lot of files in a banker box, believe me. They took boxes and boxes, 20 boxes of major inventory on there. So just trust that it's going to take him some time to go through it. He will have charges and indictments coming down. I will guarantee you that. I think that we will start seeing more of that come through in the next few months. And possibly after the first of the year, there may be some hearing dates set up on some of those charges that he'll be going into court, and they'll start addressing in through the judicial system. But this has got to still go before grand jury. All the charges have to be finalized. I am getting anywhere from 20 to 50 charge indictments coming out of this from all levels, from RICO to petty things that they can throw out that are in the weight of things not as important, to extreme charges that could land him in life. He will never see the daylight again. I never have seen him in jail. I see that at the point that he loses any prosecution and jail is the option, that his legal team will go forth, opt and negotiate due to his age, due to his mental instabilities, which they will use, due to his health. They'll have him put in a medical facility. Now, Trump thinks that this is going to be a great ticket out. He wins by not going behind bars as far as Trump's mental capacity leads him to be. They didn't put me in jail. That's the way Trump's going to look at it. I'm going to a hospital. It's going to be a lot more lush. Unfortunately, this isn't going to be some 5-star mental facility of his choice. This will be a federal mental facility. It will be a medical forensic facility. And it's not going to be a lap of luxury. He's going to be treated just like any other patient. Yes, he will have CIA security still because of his positioning, but that's part of the package. And, because he is in a lockdown facility, he's not going to need an entourage of 15 people surrounding him at all times. But they will have people that rotate in those positions to protect him at a certain level. I'm not seeing him. I've always had a vision of him from the time that he inaugurated that he would not make it past his third year. I've always foreseen that. I do not wish death on everybody, but I've always seen him having a massive heart attack in a medical facility. I'm throwing that out in the ether. The first time I documented that was on a video. I wasn't even an online reader at the time, but I was watching Linda G, and she did her video where she had the dream where she saw Trump in a coffin in a shopping mall. He had died, and she was telling about the dream. And in the chat, I'm in the chat under my name, Kathleen Stafford, or Kathy Stafford, and I had posted my vision that I had seen, and that was several years ago. It's been several years since I posted that, and I've shared that off and on with different readers and on different programs. So anytime I look back at that and see if the energy shift, I still get the exact same duplicate vision. It hasn't altered. So I don't know if that is a vision that is just not changing, or if it's one that just stuck in my head. But that's what I keep seeing on it. I also am not seeing good results for Rudy Giuliani. I think he will be brought to prosecution. I don't think he's going to make it through trial. He'll be taken out in ambulance. His demise from there, I don't know. And but it's not going to be good. I see him having a heart attack during trial and not returning to the court due to his health, due to his inability to sit in trial. His attorneys will be representing. I don't think that will relieve him of the charges. I think they will proceed with. He can still confer with his attorneys and all that. He just may not be healthy enough to be present in court for a while. They may delay the hearings for a bit while he's recovering in the hospital. I don't know. But I do see that. I do foresee that, and I've been seeing that vision for quite some time now. But Giuliani is going to be in a heap of trouble across the board, from involvement with Ukraine and all that crap, getting involved in and being in the middle of an area which he should not have been in, right down to the planning, executing, and hands-on disruption in January 6th and everything in between. Giuliani's got his fingers in just about every pot Trump has, and he's been his flyboy, going all around the world, delivering messages, interfering, etc., being part of his I guess you would call it his dark government, his backdoor government that he's been running on the other side of his presidency when he was in office. So, but I don't foresee that anything good in regards to those involved, and a lot of senators are going to be going down. I think we're going to start seeing those ones fall first, both in elections and then also in charges and indictments that come down. Some of them will be referrals from the January 6th committee. Some of them will be because they're already under investigation with DOJ, and they're just tying up all the loose ends. My guys are telling me they have enough evidence to throw everyone they're looking at in prison for a long period of time. And the GOP and the congressmen that were involved in this really should be afraid, because it is going to, their ceiling is going to come down on them, and it's going to come down hard. So that's the political hits I'm getting right now. I haven't dove into anything else much beyond that. The energy is really crazy. It's really chaotic. Trump is laying bricks, big ones, and no matter how he spins it, he's not going to be able to. I think he's losing a small percentage of his base in this process. People are starting to wake up to him. There will always be the sycophants that are so brainwashed that they just rejuvenate his talking points as a way of life. And that's part of their path. But I don't see his hat going in the ring for presidency. I don't think he'll file the paperwork and do it. He's going to use this as a continued grift. I mean, as soon as the FBI thing came out, I heard that the emails went out to people, his donors, asking for $45 more. Just $45 more to help him out. I don't know why a billionaire needs poor people's money, but he seems to think that his grift is necessary, and the people that can't afford to live well need to support him. So just throwing that out there while he sits down with his fancy hamburger and ketchup and throws it on the wall. So anyhow, that's sort of my preview on that. I am taking questions. Let me go through and pull questions really quick. I want to say hello to those who have entered the room. Hello, Third Eye. Hello, Arita, Viviana. Hey, Wayne, I'm glad to see you in. Can you stay a while? Or are you working? Oh, you have to go to Home Depot. Fun. Project time at Wayne's house. One of these days, I'm going to meet up with Wayne and his wife. If I ever make it to the other side of the world and get moved. Hey, Vivian. My great supporter and my moderator extraordinaire. I know I have several of them in here. And who else is in the room? Patricia T. Hello and good morning. Welcome here. Snow Wolf, my good friend Snow Wolf. Yes, we will get it together this afternoon sometime, Snow Wolf, about what we were talking about. Yeah. Just scroll up so I can get it. And Starlight, yes, I did get your question. I haven't been in my email lately, Starlight. I'm so sorry for that. Okay. I'm just pulling names here. Trying not to duplicate them. I'll catch them on the list if I do. Oh, Patricia, you're welcome for the reading. I enjoy reading for people. That's why I'm on here. Like I've said in the past, I'm not doing this for monetization. I'm not doing this for a living. I'm doing this because I've been given a gift, and I've been told that I'm supposed to share my gift with those who are out there and to try to give them the best energy possible. Also, I work with, I need to start a readers group that of those of us that are working in our mediumship, just a group of us that can get together and talk and bounce things off each other and work in the different practices we are having. We learn from each other to be there to support each other. And if anybody that's a reader wants to join a group like that, I would love to put one together and like do it through Zoom, or we could set a day a week a day and a time with an open room where we could come and go as we're available, because I know we all have very busy lives and we're running channels and we're doing readings on the side and stuff, but the places where we can meet together and talk about different topics and stuff. I would love to do that. Not to be a teacher, not to be a leader of that, but to work together and just work in that energy, because we learn from each other so much. And it's always nice to have, when you're a reader and when you're a psychic, to have people that you can talk to, because it's not, we have a lot of friends in the community, but sometimes it's fun to be able to get together with a group of people, of like-minded people, and just to be able to talk and discuss things and to share that energy, and also to practice and also to read for each other, because most of us can't read for ourselves. I throw cards for myself. I get gobbledygook. I cannot interpret cards for myself. I can have, like pre-surgery, I had a dream that there was a really a bad aspect going to happen during my surgery. I told my surgeon about it. He made a change of surgery plan. I stopped having the dream, and I didn't have that complication. I had a similar one, but it wasn't to the extreme that the original complication was. And what he told me was that was the dream I had um, was a complication that did happen with the surgery that I was having. It was not an uncommon aspect of them. I did a lot of research about surgery. It was not one I ran across in research. So I thought that was interesting. But I did like the fact that I brought it to my surgeon and had a discussion about it. He heard me, he listened, he believed me, and he took action to make a change in the procedural plan, extended my graft out so I didn't have a major bleed out, a major failure in that graft. And the surgery went really good. So I called yesterday looking for information about my next surgical appointment because they've got it on a fast stream. All the information's in there. It's booked, but the coordinator was not available. I left her a message, so I'm waiting to hear back. It's Saturday though, so I'm hearing Thursday, Tuesday or Thursday. And Dean said, yeah, he was hearing Thursday. I'd be going in. I don't know. We'll find out when they call me. And I don't even know if I'm going to be out for several days or if it's going to be in and out or what. So I will let people know. Dean will be letting people know how I'm doing. If I just disappear off the face of the earth, that's because I got called in for the surgery. I have a very narrow time. They've already stopped me off of certain meds that I can't take pre-surgery. That protocol is all in place. I'm surprised they haven't sent me for labs yet. Probably do those on the spot. But yeah, it's gonna be fast tracked through. And I am already on the calendar. It's just the person I spoke to can't release the information because she's not part of that team. So sometime next week, I'm positive of it because he expedited through my insurance as an emergency surgery. So or an urgent surgery, however they flag it to get them processed. So, but I'm doing good. I'm feeling great. My energy levels are good. I'm not feeling sick or worn out or having, other than when I touch around that area, it's tender. Hey, Greek Hillbilly, I'm glad you came in. I always see you. I think the first time I noticed you, Greek Hillbilly, was on Sheila's channel, Celtic Sheila. And you had sent her this gorgeous deck of cards that I know she still uses that you got through SD. I went and checked out the cards. I have them in my basket still. I mean, it's all been well, I hope. I'm reading the wrong screen because I can barely see the words on my stream there. It's hard for me to see the chat. Mm. Oh, you got water problems. Oh, gosh, I hope you get them soon. Your water to be restored within the week. Less than a week. Do clear your pipes, so when you do get water restored, let them run for a while to clear your pipe, sediments in your pipe, sediments in the lines through whatever system they're putting in and restoring. Husband's a plumber. You'll have to clear your screens on your sinks and stuff. You'll get sediments and dirt and grime in them. It'll cause the aeration of your faucets to get messed up, both in the bathroom and the kitchen. Yeah, you're looking at 3 or 5 days. and you should have water. Do let your lines clear. I didn't know you were in Kentucky. I thought you were down south further. That weather must be crazy. I haven't really looked at Kentucky at all. I should, and Lisa, well, everybody knows Lisa. Lisa Smith on Spirital, Intuitive Tarot. It's a good friend of mine, but she's been in Colorado. I don't think she lives in an area of the flooding, though. I don't know. I haven't, for some reason, I haven't been getting that on my news feed. Don't know why. Okay, well, let me get to my list. And if anybody has any political questions they want me to read, throw political questions in too. But we'll mostly focus on guides and spirits to come forward, family members to come forward, people I'm reading for. I do want to put a prayer out to the community and everybody that I'm reading for to protect us all in white light, to bring positive energy, positive spirits only to come forward, and allow me to read as clear as possible and get clear and good messages. The spirits and guides of those that I'm reading for, they may connect with my guides to get better clarification of the messaging and or show me messages through the cards. I have gratitude to all spirits and family members that choose to come forward at this time. Okay. Usually do it in my head. I usually do it before I come on. I just didn't get the prayers done this morning. I usually do one last meditation before I go live. But I had been meditating outside. And so the first question, first person today is, just click them off. It was Starlight. I'm gonna go pull the question. She wanted to know about her career as in art. She said a psychic told me that she would meet someone soon to help her in her art career. What do you need to know about it? I do hear, yes, you are going to get back into art. I don't know what kind of artist you are. I see paint around you, though. You're multifaceted in art. You don't focus on just one area. My guys are telling me you are very talented, though. Very, very talented. I don't know if this is the person that will come forward for you to get you back into the realm of art, or if there's going to be a woman that approaches you, curator of a gallery. You're going to actually be offered some kind of a show presentation or to be included in a show, to have your work seen with other artists. You also do photography, I'm being told. Give me energy like my daughter. You you work with multi types of mediums. Everything about it is about expression. It's where you I'm seeing this light transforms through you, through your heart and out your hands, and you put it in your art. Your art's reflective of you. It's part of you. It's a piece of you. It's like somebody takes a photograph and they say, oh, when you take a photograph, you capture a little piece of their soul. You put it on your canvas, in your medium. You evoke emotion in people. People look at your work and they understand the emotion that comes with it. See, very talented. I love art. I'm a kid with the art, studying the art books before I even could read. I was trying to pick up on your style, but you don't have one style. You have multiple styles. You work in different mediums. You can paint, you can draw, you can express yourself in photography, you can in calligraphy, you write, it's not just paints and paintbrushes. You're totally expressive artistically. This is going to lead you to success. You will not be a true starving artist. You are marketable. You may take this talent to a business level to earn a living, but your heart and soul is in your private work, in the work that becomes sold in private showings. That's where your passion is. You can pursue your art through career, though, advertising of some sort. I'm not sure how you'll pursue that. If you go towards advertising or print work or graphic arts, you might bring it to the computer system, working in web formats, things like that. Whatever you do, you can express yourself in multimedia type formats and make a good living doing it. While you support yourself that way, your love of art, your expression, and all that, you'll become successful on the other side too. You still have to make enough money to feed yourself and pay the rent. I'm seeing opportunities coming towards you, though, Starlight. You will be getting offers. Put your feelers out there. Go to LinkedIn or to headhunters that are looking for that type of work. I'm hearing you've studied in those areas too, so you have the talent and the ability to do that and to market yourself into a career. So take that forward also. You open one opportunity door, it's going to open the other one, because if you can financially take care of yourself on one end, it opens your ability to express yourself on the other, which brings your talent forward even more. And that's how doors will be open. You will be noticed on both levels, on a professional level as a career, and on a professional level as an artist, as an up and coming artist. I also see you writing. So if you're into poetry, writing literature, express yourself in writing as well. Don't leave all your options open, because you will be successful in multi areas. I'm seeing you have a love of poetry, even song lyrics. You can write lyrics for music for people, even if they're smaller bands and things like that. You love to express yourself in multiple ways. It's interesting. You're fascinating. That is beautiful, free spirited energy. I always love a free spirit. Bit of a free spirit myself, so I really flow well in that free spirit energy. Embrace it, be yourself. Don't let somebody. Of course, if you do art on a professional level, there is going to be a little bit. You don't like the dictated art, but you can work in that. Somebody telling you what they want, you can do that. You'll have the full expression, though, where there is no rules. You just express yourself. You can support yourself with dictated art. You can express yourself and live that joy of an artist on the other side. You'll find that balance. And my guys are telling me you will find that balance. It is coming forward. Offers are going to be coming forward soon. You're coming upon it. I'm hearing soon, but I'm not getting like, I'm not getting like 2 weeks, months. I'm not getting that kind of information. It's coming forward. All you do is seek it out. Follow your light, follow your heart. And you can feel this energy coming towards you too. They're telling me you feel this. It's part of your spiritual connection. Your expression in your art is part of that gifted, just like those of us that are psychic, it's a gift that's given from the heavens. So is your art. You're supposed to express yourself because you're bringing that's your psychic ability. That's the way you present that love and light and to the world. It is important as expressing that from you is as important as me reading for others. So they're using that as a comparison. And there are those that try to put roadblocks, just walk around them. You will come into obstacles where everybody has obstacles. Don't let any of those obstacles stop you. Just say, okay, move another direction. Let me throw some cards on this. Magician, partnerships. You're driving your own chariot. You're moving forward. You have control of this chariot. You're controlling this chariot mentally. You have no reins. You are doing it in your freedom and your free will. And you know what direction you want to go. You just take charge and you're moving forward swiftly. Seven of Swords. Yeah, there you go. Taking charge. It's not the thief in the knife. You're taking charge. You're running up that hill. You're ready to fight this battle, to get your feet, to get your boots on the ground, to move forward in that. You are the magician. That's that creative energy you have, that seeing, that knowing you can manifest what you want. I don't know if full moon runs tonight or not. It ran the 11th and 12th, I believe, was the 2 full moon nights. Still put that energy out, fruition, even if it isn't a full moon, get that manifestation out there in writing, put your gems, if you have them out there, to continue to charge. It's still not too late to charge your gems. Manifest what you want. It will come to you. I do see that you do have a partnership coming forward with the Two of Cups. I love the Two of Cups when it comes to art and comes to expression, because this is our emotions. The cups are our emotions. It's also our abundance. It's our partnerships, our love energy, our spiritual energy. This is all reflected in this Two of Cups, and your cups are full, and you're in partnership with somebody. So yes, somebody is coming forward. You're moving out of the rough waters now and into smoother waters. And that's right in the center of the reading. So you're in that transitional period of moving out of the rough waters that you've been in and moving into those smoother waters. So you are in that transformation stage right now. There is still some shadow work that you're doing. This is shadow work that from the moon. Is karmic energy you may have brought in with this lifetime. Nothing of high detriment, just the little lessons and obstacles. These are some of the obstacles you're facing right now in your life, but you're not going to trip up on them. Stop when something's giving you a roadblock, that obstacle. You're recognizing that something's blocking you. Meditate on it. Ask for guidance. Ask your guides to help you with the energy to overcome that obstacle and guide you in the right direction. You will feel it in your heart, and you will shift in that direction. You are very intuitive. You have those abilities to communicate with your guides. You see that in vision. They're telling me you could even sketch it out if you want, draw it down. When you're doodling on papers, you'll get messages from your guides. Watch your doodles. Watch your just, when you're And I work in some art, and I'll doodle and stuff, and it won't be anything I'm doing to present as artwork, but it is interesting that the message to come out of our pens are, on a napkin, on while you're talking on the phone. Those are all little messages. Those are little directions you're being drawn into. Pay attention to them. Your guides give you a lot of messages that way. Right through your pen. You envision things. You're a visualist. I don't doubt that you are not even receiving very clairvoyant messaging from your guides, seeing you see what your art's going to look like. You envision it before you even put it down. And you're very visual, very, very visual. And you're very good at spatial energy. So your environment, your space, your visualization, follow the signs that you see. You are aware of them. Take that leap of faith when offers are presented. Take that leap of faith. Follow your heart. Stay true to your faith. You're not a fool in this journey. This journey is leaving you for some clarifications on that, because I'm feeling like success is coming clear. Can you give me an indication of how soon, how often? I feel like you've had a tower moment, but all I can see is the butterflies coming out of that tower. You're in that transition. You've got that foundation. It's strong. You're transpiring. Celebration, 3 of Cups. Feeling like it's coming really quickly. Just waiting for that ship to come in. Quit worrying. Don't cry over the spilt milk. Let that go. It's not serving you any purpose. It actually stifles your creativity. So anything that bothers you, let it go. Write it out. You know what? My guys are telling me you don't know how to self-counsel. So write it out. Get it out of your system. Quit worrying about it. Express it in art, whatever. Release it from yourself and set it free. It's going to start moving fast. So they told me stop. This is a card. It's moving fast. It's coming fast toward you. Be patient. Temperance is my card. I didn't get a temperance card for you. I got fast moving. So things are moving quickly towards you. Keep watching out there. Can't give you a time frame, but I can tell you, you will be successful in it. It looks like you're supposed to be working in more than one avenue with your artistic abilities. Grasp that. One will feed you, the other one will allow you to be successful where you want to be in your true form, in your freedom, in your expressions. Blessings to you. I hope that's helpful. And I will write back to you, though. Stay in touch with me. I'd love to see your art, too, because I'm like a crazy little art fanatic. And I'm working on watercolors right now. I'm working on a deck, and I'm getting used to a medium I haven't used since I was 14, and I'm 58 now. So you can imagine I'm doing a lot of color palettes and getting used to, one, the flow of my water, Pisces being I'm watercolors because of the water, and two, papers have changed over the years. So I'm trying different matte papers, different watercolor mats, and yes, I'm going to the higher quality papers, a little more expensive. I don't care. Better product in the end. So I'm still playing with the different mediums and papers, and how the water flows on the paper, and how I'm wanting to lay it out. And of course, my use of color spectrums. So, but working on that one, I've got, I think it's 38 cards that I need to do art for, and I may integrate both watercolors and pastels and sketches in it. I don't know. I also have a friend that's an artist that I've asked if he would like to contribute to. I just haven't pulled the card yet and bounced that back off him since we talked about it last, but should be interesting. And I suggest anybody, art comes in all different forms. It's not just little paintbrushes, and art can be cooking, it can be sewing. I'm also a quilter. I design quilts. I'm a quilter. I'm an artist. I sew clothing. I do home decorating. And yeah, I'm sort of a weirdo. So I'm a math geek on top of it. All the arts, it's all mathematical. So, anyways, blessing to you, Starlight. Keep in touch, and I will write back to you on email. I hope that was helpful. And Vivian, how are you doing today? Good morning to you. And where's my cards? Any spirit message for Vivian. Still seeing that more for you, Vivian. I don't know if you've got interviews coming up or you're going to be receiving interviews, or even if you've got applications out there, but something's coming forward soon. Feeling like financial prosperity when you get out there and get those applications out there, when you're going to have an increase in your finances, that better pay, recognized for your abilities. I'm being told they're going to be coming much closer to your worth. You never hit it all the way. But you will grow into it. It will be a opportunity with advancements that you're not going to get stuck in a rut. So feeling like a move. I don't know. I don't think it's a big move. I think it is a relocation. I don't see you moving across country, for instance. I don't see you uprooting out of your state and into another. Just into a new area. The move is worrying you a little. The change. I don't think you like change a lot, but it's going to be good change. You'll adapt very quickly. There's that prosperity card. The underlying card of the deck, too. The Knight of Pentacles. You're moving into your prosperity. Oh, look at this. Underneath the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. Can't get a little more prosperous than that. Justice, balance, good energy. Great cards. First card of the reading is that King of Pentacles again, more prosperity. This is that stable king, a nurturing king. He is a good provider. He's strong. He's knowledgeable. Good health. Pentacles also represent health. Your health is good. It's strong. And this could also be representative of your boss. It's going to be a stable company. It's going to be well organized, put together. It's not going to have a lot of the riff-raff garbage going on. Good staffing, balanced staffing matches the staff. If I'm hearing the staffing is going to be matched, you're not going to have those. And you're always going to have one or two. It's not going to be so highly competitive within the staff that there's conflict going on. You're not going to walk into a mess. It's going to be a stable, cohesive environment, very good teamwork, team structure. People are acknowledged for their hard work. Takes care of his employees. Benefit packets. What you're wanting in a job. It's going to be a package deal. I get the Nine of Swords. You're feeling a little bound up right now. You're in control of this energy. All those guys are over your head walking around telling you, you're guided, you're guided, you're guided. Don't worry. Let that energy go. This change is something you're wanting. You're going to be seeking it out. Opportunities that those are opening for you. And you guys are all around you, surrounding you. You are on your path. I get the Knight of Wands. This is your strength energy. This is you're taking charge. You're moving into that energy, into your light. You're that free spirit. You have the knowledge, the ability, and the strength to move forward in this. And you will take charge. You're beating to your own drum. You're following your dreams, your ambitions into the career path that you're wanting. You're wanting to be a partner in partnership in people of like mind that are working together as a team in conjunction to a main goal. You're wanting to not be in that chaos, that back scratching, that you're not going to be working in that environment. I'm hearing a very stable environment. I get the Nine of Pentacles. That's got opportunity for growth, movement. You've got nines everywhere here. I mean, that's 3 nines for you. Abundance, abundance, abundance. Look at all that abundance coming towards you. All these nines. Oh, I got 2 nines for you. I guess 2 nines and a knight who has 9 pentacles following behind him too. Yeah, 9. He has 9 pentacles, literally. I don't know how I counted that so quickly. I guess guides told me there was 9 pentacles in that picture. 9 pentacles, 9 of cups, 9 of pentacles again. That the 9 of pentacles. You are moving. Wish upon a star, it's going to be fulfilled. So this new opportunity, this new job, this new move is going to fulfill a lot of your wishes and dreams. So blessings to you, Vivian. Get those. Start looking if you haven't already started. Get those applications that only apply to things that really interest you. Don't just dump up a bunch of applications in any every opening. Be really selective of what you apply for. Look at the companies, look at the organizations, and do a little research on it. Make sure it's someplace that you definitely have drawn to. And those offers are going to come. They're going to come. I don't know if you're working with a headhunter or not, or what kind of profession you're in. But if you are a professional, educated, headhunters are good. They may take a fee up front, but it's well worth it when you're suited, when you're put into the right position. They can also tweak your, help you with tweaking your resume so your resume stands out above others too. So if you haven't used a professional service, somebody that can help you make the best of your resume on the professional level, it's worth putting the money into. I know my son-in-law has done that, and it was amazing. As soon as he did that tweak and had that review and got it working for him, the offers came rolling in, and very good offers. So if you haven't considered that, maybe something you want to consider as well. Blessings to you, Vivian. Blessings for all the help you give me. You're such a beautiful woman, a beautiful spirit. I'm very fortunate. We're very fortunate to have you in our community. I am running slow today, aren't I? Clear my board here so I can see who I'm working with. It's not taking them off today. Huh. Okay, the next person on my list is, I'm sorry, I can hardly read my small print on my screen. Areta. And she says hi. And I think there was a question. I'm sorry, to pull my computer a little closer so I can read. 11/2/1994. Let me just pull it up so I can read it better. Krista, 5/8/89. Do we have to be back together as a couple again? And you're hearing no. You can maintain your friendships. It's better suited for you. You work better in partnerships as friends than you do under the same roof. You love and care for each other, respect each other, but you need to be in separate relationships and not carry any jealousy with that. I'm not hearing a reconciliation of a relationship being a good thing. I'm feeling like the energy, like my parents, they were best of friends. They loved each other deeply, always in support of each other, but they didn't live well under the same roof. They did not function in that full-fledged relationship properly. They had enough alike and enough differences that they actually did better with other partners, but they were always drawn together as close, dear, confidant friends. They had the marriage without the marriage. They did it as at a friendship level. And I'm hearing that's where this relationship with this person needs to be for you. There's somebody else out there that will fulfill your partnership dreams. The other person's actually already in your life. You just aren't recognizing it yet. They won't tell me what they look like. I asked, what do they look like? Can I give her a description? No, she knows who it is. She open your eyes. You're both you and this person you're supposed to be with. You're both aware of each other. You consider yourself friends already. The guys are telling me to tell you, no, relationships don't break up friendships. People break up friendships. It takes two to break that up. It takes two to make a relationship. It takes two to break a relationship up. You can have a relationship with somebody that's a dear close friend. The other one is not the right one, though. That one will be a good close friend, confidant partnership in that way. There's somebody else out there that is your love partnership, that is you complete each other. Nobody completes one person. You function as a unit. It will be, you'll work in unison in partnership. You'll be on equal basing with this person that you've already met them. You've already met them. It'll take a while till you step into the energy of knowing who it is and recognizing. I think you may go out socially already with other people. You are attracted to this person too. You're drawn to them. They're drawn to you. See if the cards will give us any hints. No, it's going to tell us how that relationship's coming. You need to quit worrying about the relationship stuff. Allow it to happen because you've got a lot of positive energy. This person coming towards you is a King of Cups. King of Swords. He has a lot of strength, power. He's very wise, very, I'm hearing educated. He's guided. He's spiritual. He's well-rounded. He has good perspective. He sees the world for what it is. He stands in his strength. It will be a strong provider. He will also have a lot of strength in his community. He believes in truth. He's not one that's going to do false personas. He's not a fake person. He's not a plastic person, as I call it, people from LA. Not to offend people from LA in the room, but those who live in that region of the world may know that what I'm talking about. There's a certain plastic Hollywood persona. Everybody's living an image. He's not that. His image is a reflection of him. You're the page of wand when you meet him. You're in your energy. You are celebrating. You're jumping for joy. He gives you strength. He makes you feel strong. He allows you to utilize your strength and your own power. Look at this. Wheel of Fortune and the Strength. It's a fated relationship. It's a relationship you're supposed to be in to allow you to be your highest self. That's just underlying. You are a Queen of Wands. You're very intuitive. You're very spiritually sound. You're in touch with yourself emotionally, spiritually. You have good instincts. Continue to follow those. The options are coming soon. You're watching out for them. Opportunity will bring itself forward. Follow your heart. You'll know who it is when it's right to move into that relationship. It's all timing, timing, timing. This person is going to bring you balance and stability in your life. Not that you aren't already. You balance each other. You're the yin and yang of each other. You complement each other. You're not just alike. You're not mirrors of each other. Your strengths and his strengths are each other's weaknesses, and you balance. You bring that balance. As I always say to my daughter, is very artistic. My son-in-law is very articulate, and my daughter brings color into my son-in-law's life and allows him to enjoy the everything else in life. He brings my daughter stability and grounds her where she'd rather be a free spirit. They balance each other's energy. This person's going to bring you that yin yang. You're going to complement each other's weaknesses and grow from each other's strength. You do it in unison. Balance. This has got that infinity. Well, I guess this one doesn't. A lot of times the two of Pentacles has the infinity with it, but this is that balance energy that comes with that. I always think of the affinity when I think of the two of Pentacles. That balance is that interconnectedness that ties the Pentacles together in partnership. This is the person you have manifest. He checks off the checklist of what you're wanting in a relationship, how you're wanting emotional support, financial support, your goals, your wishes, your dreams. You've manifest this, and it will come true because you're on your path. You got that Wheel of Fortune card. You're going to bring out the strength in each other. You still worry about relationships and the directions you go. You need to let go of that worry. The guides are up around you. They are there supporting you. They are helping bring this forward into your reality. You are on the right path. Trust it. Don't worry about it. Anything from the past you need to let go. Keep your friendships. Don't divide in negativity, because those friendships from your past relationships are just as important as the ones you move forward in. And you know what? The other person that you were talking about is going to be very supportive of you, because all they want is to see you in your happiness. And I think you want the same thing for them. And it may not be together. So blessings to you. I hope that's helpful. And I think this person is going to be a really great relationship for you. So I'm just feeling like very long-term, it's not going to be a fast-paced relationship. You're just going to take it easy, enjoy every moment, and just know that you complement each other. That's the one thing you will know. You will see that immediately. You complement each other. People will already get you married. I'm seeing that when people see you together, they already assume that you're married, that you mesh so well together. You give off that you're already coupled. You're bound. People will see that aspect in you with that person. Maybe people are already leading you that way. You should be pointed out in that direction. Going through the list out in the month. Patricia. Let's see. Oh, you're welcome for the reading last time, Patricia. It's my honor to be able to read for you. So what kind of energy is coming for you? Does anybody want to come forward for Patricia today? The channel energy, I can't even remember what the reading was. I'd actually have to go back and look at the video. And I don't tend to watch my videos because I don't like watching myself on camera. I look a lot like my mother. It makes me miss my mother, and I make my mother's faces when I read. My mother was very psychic too, and she would come up with some of these just matter-of-fact readings. She never called herself a psychic or practice or drew cards or anything. She just, everybody always came to her for advice, or she would just spit out something out of the blue. And when she did, so when she gave you a message that was meant to be heard, she made certain facial expressions. She just had a certain tone in her voice that just resonated. It was like, shh, listen, I'm telling you something you must hear, you know. And when she did that, people would listen. It was like, I don't know, something about it. They just knew to listen. I don't think I'm that good. Not to the extent that I just dropped in and drop out in the middle of nowhere like my mom did. I just don't recognize it in myself. I love your cards. Got the King of Cups. You're in tune with your spirituality, abundance in your field, your capability of taking care of your family, yourself, your environment. You're in control of your environment. You're in control of your emotions, your spirituality. Great energy to be in. You're moving into that with that Hierophant. You're moving in that higher perspective into your light, and you're being guided there. The Hierophant is your ability to reach into your highest self, your highest power. Beautiful energy to be in. I always love to see that stairway of heaven light up, and your ability to reach into that energy. The Page of Pentacles is bringing you a message that finances are coming toward you. Usually the Page is not a fast-moving person, but a messenger that good health, opportunity, financial stability is in your path. So that is a good sign that comes there. I do see that you have been struggling a little bit with depression here because I get the Five of Pentacles. Pull yourself out of that. It's not serving you. The key to the door is sitting right at the bottom of the door. Just take that key, unlock it, and release yourself. Unlock that door, release yourself from it, and step out of it. You don't have to worry about finances and that if that's what's been burdening you. I'm hearing that you'll be moving very forward in that energy. The final card of your reading is that King of Pentacles. That is that financial stability, that being able to provide that strong abundance in your, that being able to not only have good abundance in finances and food and health around you, but it's health card. You know that yes, there's health there. I don't know if these kings are representing somebody you're in partnership with right now, because two of them, the beginning and end of it, or if it's somebody coming towards you. I don't know if you're married or not. Been doing a lot of reflection with the Four of Swords. That stability, though, that's foundation. Swords are foundations. It's good to look at the past, let go of what's not serving you, and move in your heart. You're looking in your heart and finding that strength. That's probably what's pulling you out of this negative worry. Let's take a look inside and know your success, know your energy. Victory. You have victory. There's your partnerships. So You're working in partnership. I don't know if this is employer or lover, your spouse, you're moving in partnership. It's leading you in the right direction. So trust in that beautiful energy. Don't dwell on the past. It's not serving you. You've learned those lessons. Let them go. Move on. I'm not seeing any obstacles. Your only obstacle is you, and you can let those go. So blessings to you. And hello, Aspie. I can't see what you said. Do the ETs seem to appreciate our performance, performing art, song, dance? Absolutely. In fact, they're very much into the arts themselves. They're extremely mathematical beings, and that the arts, music, all that kind of expression is highly appreciated. They love sound. They love the sound waves, that vibrational energy. They work at a much higher frequency than us DTs do. So sound, vibration, all that is very, very powerful to them, and it is wonderful forms of expression. And I do not connect with ETs a lot. Long story. uh, yes, your psychic abilities do. When you dance, you sing, you rejoice. All of that is high vibrational energy, both at their level of dimension and our level. It rises our vibration. It's like you go around with a sour face on your mouth, you're only going to bring your negative energy down. It's going to lower your vibration. Singing sad songs and stuff, that it becomes depressive. Where when you express yourself in music and tone and joy, and you start doing that, it almost is like a religion, a rejoicing. I think of that, the energy of the AME church, and they're up and they're dancing, they're singing, they're rejoicing, their hands are up in the air. It's all coming from the heart chakra. By expressing yourself in music and in the art, you're expressing yourself, you're putting that positive energy out there. You're opening yourself up to the universe, and I know you understand exactly what I'm talking about because you're an extremely gifted psychic. And part of your gifts is forms of expression. It's expression of healing. It's expression of words. It's all energy work. It's all use of color. Sound waves, vibrations, color, they vibrate. Working with stones, they vibrate. I don't know how other people read stone. I pick up a stone, it vibrates. It has a song I hear. I hear a tone when I touch my stones. This one brings that that meditative om down. It brings me down to the ground. It's I can't think of the name of the stone, gosh. It's not onyx. Those would be out there now. Anyways, it grounds me. My jasper. It's one of my favorite stones. It also is a very grounding stone, but it also brings me prosperity. It brings me intuitiveness. It brings me insight. It's a good all around stone for me. I carry these in my pockets a lot. I also have a lot of touchstones I carry. Amethyst, different obsidians. I always wear jade. I have a lot of stones I work with. This is my current favorite meditative stone. And I would tell you what it is, but I cannot remember it. Out of the Shasta Mountains. It's a form of glass. It comes down from the Pleiades. It's the energy vibration of the stone. I will find the name of it. I have to look it up. It's one that was recommended on Jen's World. She was talking to another reader, and my guides told me, you need that stone, you need to get one. And I have a bunch of them. They come in different colors too. They come in beautiful colors. They look like ice, and the vibrations of them are absolutely gorgeous. We have a green one. Green is my favorite color. the energy is just amazing coming from this one. I use in meditation, and it draws so many clear visions. It's just amazing. High vibration. Um, That's what's one I've been using. I'll get you guys the name of it. It's an absolutely fantastic stone for me. And then I got a piece for, I got one for Dean. And it's funny because I told him I got one. He goes, "Oh, it's purple and sparkly." I'm like, "How did you know that? Yeah. How did you know that, Dean?" He has no abilities. He's totally dumbfounded on why he gets information. Yeah, but yeah, it is, and it has this. It doesn't pick up on camera, but it looks, it's so sparkly, and it's the same stone as these. They're made from asteroid and heat that come down from the asteroids, and they hit the ground, and these are from the Shasta area, the Shasta Mountains, and it melts in with the natural um, um, glass and minerals in the soil there, and creates these absolute high vibrational stones. I believe that this is the same family of stones that Linda G's powerful pendulum that she uses, that really beautiful pendulum she got while she was up there. Same stone. And they're extremely powerful and amazing to work with. And I will get the name of it. I just can't remember it right offhand. I'm multiple sclerosis. I've got brain fog. And so it's blank, and I'll remember it when, in a few hours when I'm off, or I'll have to look it up, but I have the name of it written down. Absolutely fantastic stone. And I'm not big on telling people what stones are good for them. You want that information, highly recommend you go to Jen from Jen's World. That woman knows her stones, and she is so connected. But yes, the ETs, anything that vibrates, yes, they're working that vibrational energy, that telepathy energy. They communicate with vibration. They communicate telepathically. I don't know if you've touched into your telepathic abilities yet, third eye, but I think you may have. We need to get together and talk sometime, and maybe even work together. That would be fun. And I'm really open to it. So, and I love your energy and amazing readings for you. But yes, those ETs are very connected. I do have a lot of interaction with ETs. I sort of on the mindset, though. I don't want to know everything. I know I interact with them, but I don't want to know. They scare me a little bit, and I always tell myself that's so silly. There's no reason to be afraid, because I see them in my house constantly. But I don't know why they scare me. But I've had them in my life since my early childhood. Yes, I'm an abductee. We've had all kinds of UFOs land in our yard, fly over our property. In fact, I have one that I've been seeing every night for the last 2 or 3 weeks now. I've even sent snow with video of it. It's really cool. It's round and it sparkles and it spins, and then it'll spin the lights. It's interesting, very interesting. And I've been seeing it in the sky, bopping around in different places from when I'm outside at night. And I feel safe with it. I love watching it. It's amazing what it does and the way it moves. And every so often I'll see it separate and come back together. And sometimes it just dances around in the sky. I watch Plaza because I'm on the flight pattern to Fresno International Airport. They fly right across in front of the Sierra Nevada mountains when they cross over from the Arizona Nevada side when they're flying in. This is where they cut across and they straighten out and come down the Central Valley. So I watched I can see the planes flying in. In fact, when I was on the plane last time I flew, when my daughter was in Texas, and I flew back, I went, I can see my house. Oh, how amazing. When we came over, I could actually pinpoint my neighborhood come flying over it. I thought it was crazy. But yeah, I'm on that flight pattern though. But I'm seeing these UFOs up there, and I think, I wonder if the pilots can see him, or is this just me seeing it? Are they just showing themselves to me? Because I've heard both ways. And I've been doing a lot of following Stephen Gare. If you don't know who Dr. Stephen Gare is, he is a man that has launched a lot of the undisclosure projects working with ET. He also does deep meditation and contact. He actually has look him up, watch his stuff. He has his videos are out. The fifth what was that movie? Can't think of the name of the movie. Look him up. Watch some of his stuff. He's very interesting, very, very bright, intelligent man, and has fantastic contacts. So very interesting to watch. Very legitimate person. He's definitely working in his highest energy. Very spiritual person too. And he is making contact, and the government isn't liking it too much. He's actually been told to stop at times, but he hasn't. And in fact, one of his videos, he starts out, if you're watching this, I may not be alive, because I may have been, taken out. But he hasn't. He's still living. And he's doing CE5, which he now actually has an app doing deep meditation and working with contacts, with ETs, how to contact ETs and draw them towards you, and like they do in Sonoma and stuff like that. He does those groups and brings them forward and does contact with them, and practices a very deep state of meditation to do this. And he's very interesting, very, very interesting person, very well known in the ET community though. So if you're interested in that topic and want more information that's really sound, legitimate, well-researched, well-documented, he's a good resource. And he works with some of the top people, both that have worked in the government and that have done a lot of research. So it's an amazing person. The next person on my list. Did I read for you, Aspie? If you want me to read for you, Aspie. Oh, I answered your question and did that psychically. Aspie, email me so we can talk. And if you're on Messenger, look me up on Messenger and we'll just do a live talk. Great ability. I want to see where that water's going. I do feel that that's coming back in the next week or so. It's not fast enough. Your utility restoration. There's going to be power grid problems off and on for a little while still. Stability of your water returning, the water resources turning will be restored. Watch for the cleanliness of the water though, because water table shifts and flooding. Clean your pipes out and let the water run through your pipes and stuff. You may want to boil or treat your water. A few drops of bleach in water usually will kill most bacteria and most parasites and things like that that might be harming. If you are on a public water system, they will make sure that it gets up to par though. So if in doubt, check with your public utilities on that. I would say they can't hide it from you, but we are talking about a governmental agency. I don't know if you've been feeling like you've been in financial strain, or don't worry about money. Things are abundance, happy family, stability. God, you do worry about money. Last card of the reading is the Five of Pentacles. Let that go, because all before this, you have abundance of pentacles coming towards you. You are working towards this energy you're in right now with that Four of Swords. Follow your heart. You know which direction to go. You've got a great foundation. I think this is a worries about the flooding and everything that's been happening around your environment. That will subside. Rise in your higher power. You've got that Stairway of Heaven card. The guides are there. They're leading you to the light. Stay in that light. Stay in that trust energy. It will get you through this moment. Do this in partnership with your family, friends, loved ones, and your community. You're all in the same boat. You will pull together in this energy. First card of the reading, Nine of Pentacles. You know, there you are, plucking your fruit, your financial stability and wonderment. That's followed by the 10. This is also endings and beginnings. It's nines are heading towards endings, and 10s are endings to new beginnings. There you are, walking in that happy family, that abundance, that you're on that rainbow cloud. And this isn't blowing smoke up the rainbow and roses thing. This is financial stability, the happiness, where you need to be, where you're wanting to be in life. Things are going to balance out probably pretty quickly, because right in the center of the reading, you've got that Knight of Pentacles, moving you forward in that abundance. It's a slow moving knight. It's a steady moving knight. He's just traipsing along, financial abundance. Everything's coming at ease. It's also followed by that Page of Pentacles. Continues to deliver that message of financial stability, health, etc. Moving in your energy. I mean, 9 Pentacles. This is a Pentacle reading. I've got 5 Pentacles and 1 Abundance of Cups. So the 10 of Pentacles. You can ask for more on that. So I'm seeing a lot of abundance, financial stability, good health. You worry about it, let that go. You got the key, open the door, release whatever it is that's worrying you. You'll be fine. Any damages you heard, there will be compensation and help out there for you. All you need to do is just open the door, ask for it, apply for it. If you have water damage or anything like that, it's there for you. If you own your home and you've lost food, property damage, file claims against it, they'll even help you replace groceries. If you need a place to stay, they will put you up in hotels if there's damage to your place. It's probably part of your policy. Look at your policy. Blessings to you, Greek Billy. I hope that the floods and water subside and that they get all your utilities fully restored quickly. And I know you probably are suffering from heat too, which isn't helping much, because with all those rains, that brings up the humidity, and I know Kentucky can be a very humid climate too. So things will be getting balanced out very quickly, though. I do see that they are hard at work on that to get that all restored. Like I said, clear your pipes. Make sure you treat your water for contaminants, just to be on the safe side, so you don't have any stomach upset or anything like that. You know, pick up a parasite, which can happen during flooding. And it will all get cleared up. Double check with your water facilities that there's not a need to worry about contaminants in the water and stuff like that. They will work on getting that filtered out and processing the water supplies properly. But I always say when it's been off in those circumstances and it comes back on, just take a little bit extra precautions as that's all being restored. So blessings to you, Greek Hillbilly, and I'm glad to see you here on my channel. And I got stuff. That was it. That was everybody. Oh, that was a fast show tonight. Oh, I started early too. It's 10 o'clock. I was like, hell, it took an hour, so hour and a half. That wasn't bad. I want to thank everybody for coming in. It's a beautiful Saturday. I'm like, what day am I in? Yeah, I lose track. I've retired and I lose one day a week, every week. Managed to keep track of them this week. It is a beautiful Saturday here in Southern California. We are going to be 99 degrees. Today is our last day of double digit. Then we'll be shooting back into that over 100 for the next week and a half. And I believe what forecast that I'm going to watch on is going to be running in highs up to 106 degrees here in the Central Valley. I'm residing halfway between Bakersfield and Fresno, California. I don't know if you're not familiar with this area. This is where we are the breadbasket of the world. We grow where I live in Tulare, which is a dairy country. We also grow walnuts in this area. We grow everything here. We grow cotton, walnuts, tomatoes, grapes. Most of the grapes are imported in most of the U.S. are coming from this area. We are the biggest producers of pistachio in the world in this valley. Let's see, grapes, pistachios, strawberries, peaches, white peaches, yellow peaches, clean peaches, kiwi fruit, wheat, corn. I mean, we do multiple crops here. Cotton was really highly produced here when I first moved here. Thank God they sort of backed off of the cotton. When they grow cotton, they defoliate it in the wintertime. Before they bring it, kills off the cotton plant and causes all the leaves to drop. So when they go through and the cotton pickers pick the cotton, it's just taking the cotton off of the stems. That defoliant kills me like crazy. And so do when they shake the nut trees, just kills me because all the dust and everything in them. But yeah, we're big farmland here. So this heat comes with irrigation. Irrigation causes slight humidity, but we only hit the humidity in the 40% here or under. It's not like the South was getting that 90% humidity, but that dry heat without humidity that you're not used to makes it very hot. So anyways, that's my environment, and I'm not looking forward to that heat streak. I am a redhead, and I am heat sensitive due to my multiple sclerosis, but I will survive. I lived in an air-conditioned house, and my air conditioning works. I have a new motor in it this year. So anyways, blessings to you all. Thank you for joining me. I'm hoping to get on this afternoon with Dean on the Secret of the Red Moon, also known as Hermit's Corner. I don't know what time we'll be on. I will talk to him later this afternoon when he's done doing his thing that he had done today that volunteered at, and hopefully he's up in a great mood and charged to read, because I'm like really high energy today, so it'll be fun to do some readings with Dean. So blessings to everybody. Enjoy your day. Hopefully nobody's too hot. Geek Hillbilly, I hope your water gets restored quickly. And blessings to you. I will keep you in my prayers. I know the flood conditions are very difficult times, and puts a lot of work around your community to get that all cleaned up and through that. And I will see you all later this afternoon, or definitely tomorrow morning. So I will be on tomorrow as well. Have a great day and enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Clear my screen.